Heyo everybody, XCI here for another blind playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, and I'm going to start this episode off with the codex. I need to catch up on some entries. I actually gave it a quick look at before I started recording, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. There's only about 3 or 4 entries that were new here. So the first one is the bear, and for such a lengthy entry, it pretty much sums up as this Darthaman, which I'm guessing is one of the gods of this world. He gave every animal a secret, and the bear is the only one who kept their secret. The foxes traded their secrets for wings, the hares shouted their secrets to the treetops, the birds sold their secrets to gold and silver, but the bear kept the secret. Bears he honored for their steadfastness. What was the secret, though? It doesn't actually say what the secret was. So, curious. I don't know what's going on there. It does say that bears generally don't just attack people, so I'm guessing because those bears did attack people, they were definitely infected bears, and that was something that was on. It was on Xander's. It was a weight on Xander's soul. So I'm glad that I cleared that up. Okay, we got the. Under culture and history, we have the history of the Drydens. So we just met the Dryden, the traitor fellow. So this is just the history of the name Dryden, and so things go down with the family name. They start getting hunted. So when Sofia gets chased down by the King Arden, I gotta look at it. I gotta show another entry now because I'm gonna be flipping back and forth between Sofia Dryden and the history of Sofia Dryden and the Dryden name. So Sofia Dryden, she basically had a title to the throne, and so when Arlen wins the crown, she refuses to relent, and so he sends her off to become a Grey Warden. So it's kind of like the Night Watch bastards getting sent off to the Night Watch in Game of Thrones, right? So she gets sent off to basically be a Grey Warden, but because of her high charisma, and she was like really good at just getting people together and like great leadership skills, and so she was able to make high rank in the Grey Wardens. She became a Warden Commander of Ferelden. And so when Arlen's reign of terror grows worse and worse after each passing year, she basically steps in and she helps form this rebellion against King Arlen. And when the king discovers her hand in this rebellion in Ferelden, he ends up placing a siege on Soldier's Peak that she became Warden Commander of, and eventually kills Sofia Dryden, and that's the name starts to get tarnished. And then it goes back to the history of the name and how basically the brother of Sofia takes in her son, and then there's a name here, Sofia. There's a name here of Sylvie de Rocher. So they changed their name to de Rocher in order to kind of like avoid the persecution of the Dryden name. The de Rocher merchant family grows in power, prosper, and then Sylvie de Rocher, which I'm guessing is either married to the uncle who raised the son, who's the guy who gave me the quest, or she's the wife of the guy who gave me the quest. I can't find anything else on Sylvie right now, but she finds these documents belonging to Tobin, and she pieces the history together, and she, with pride, takes the Dryden name back for good or for bad. We'll find out. She'll find out. Everyone will find out. And so here we are. That's the current status quo of the Dryden name. And then the rest were pretty much just, there was a couple control things and whatever. And then there was this quest-related one, which is confusing me. So there's the Blackstone letter of conscription. You're receiving this letter because you or someone else placed your name on an article of conscription, thereby pledging your life to the Blackstone Irregulars. I agreed to help the Blackstone Irregulars. I don't know about this pledging life to, because if I'm a Grey Warden and I'm a leader of the Grey Warden, how can I also pledge my life to the Blackstone Irregulars? So I don't know if I messed something up there. Like I answered something in a way that suggested I had conscribed for life, but I can't do both. I mean, Xander, I don't think would want to do both. I think that seems like a conflict of interest. So that's where we are with the codexes. I think, do I want to talk to anyone new? Maybe Sten. I need to know more about Sten before we move on to a new area in the map that could set off a whole new chain.
Why are we stopping?
Chain reaction of events. Let me get some history on Sten. This guy is towering. Look at the size of that. I know the elves are a little small, but that is towering. Never mind, let's keep moving. I think we should talk for a moment. We're working together. I think I should get to know you. That's Xander's. I didn't even read the last one.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Yep, because you murdered a family and I don't believe you did. So we gotta get to the bottom of that. So never mind, let's keep moving. I need to know if I can trust you. Yeah, you at my back. That's a Xander motive right there. Are you alright? You were in the cage for weeks. He'd be, I think he'd be straight and narrow, Xander.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
That does sound. It does sound like that in his voice. The guy he's got a lot of presence. I've never seen a Canary before. Tell me about your people. There we go. Let's start with that.
No.
I'm sorry. No. What do you mean no? Never mind. Let's get no. Why not? Please. I wasn't expecting that. Please. No. No. He's just gonna go. Wait, that was pretty straightforward. Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of...
Interesting.
The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Oh. Oh, because of the city elves and why humans and elves are not. Alright. Okay, fair enough, but I mean, tell me something. You said you were in the army. Are you alright? You're in the cage for weeks. A little hostile, aren't we? He feels like, I feel like Xander feels this way. Like, I feel this way, so I feel like Xander feels this way. You said you were in... No, he didn't. Did he? I don't remember. Was that when he was in the cage? Are you alright? You were in the cage for weeks. A little hostile. That's a little aggressive, though. So are you alright? Maybe he's acting like this because he was in the cage for weeks.
You are concerned.
So
no need. I am fit enough to fight.
Wow, this guy's pretty, I mean, not arrogant, confident, you know? We should get, you said you were in the army. I guess that's my only option. Okay, he's also very straightforward. Have you ever fought in a war? What made you decide to become a soldier? Why would the Canary send soldiers here? Okay, this is good enough for him to know who's at his back, you know? Sure. Have you fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
Sorry? So you must know your way around a battlefield then. What do you mean by that? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
Okay. So the Canary don't come from the islands. So the Canary don't come from the islands. Oh, because we're on an island. They come from somewhere else, I guess. Naturally, the natives didn't want to give up their land. Have you tried diplomacy? Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with don't come from the islands.
We do now.
What? I'm so confused with this guy. We should get moving. No, why do I keep repeating that first line? Why did you come? Where did you come from before? Who are you fighting? What made you decide to become a soldier? Why would the Canary send soldiers here? Where did you come from before? I'm kind of inadvertently asking him about
somewhere
his people.
else.
You son of a bitch. Can you be more specific? Are you always this bad about answering questions? That sounds, again, aggressive. Can you be more specific?
No.
God.
I was born in
I was just going to end this.
Of the land we came from, I know
Saharan.
nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
Guessing that's why he was sent here. What's your hurry? True. What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
Wow, this guy's really committed, man. It's not your duty to handle the blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
Okay, let's count to 10. Oh my god, I'm literally I can't do anything about this. How did he approve that? I thought that went horribly. I don't want to talk to him again. I'm gonna let him think about how he talked to me. I'm gonna where am I at time wise? Okay, I'm gonna talk to her real quick.
Yes.
To see if she's got something new. I'd like to talk.
Well,
I want to know about her like assassin history if she lets on about that. You are a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share? Oh.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
So an assassin who's secretive, but she's a bard who tells stories she can't keep to herself. That is a very weird setup here. Tell me about the Darkspawn. Know any stories about our lay? Do you know any Ferelden legends? There was another story I wanted to hear. Let's just start down the
Chantry
list.
law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride,
Right,
they thought their magics
Darkspawn
invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself.
Right.
So thinking, they invaded his golden city,
Right.
planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. and it is with the sin that they tainted the Golden City, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them, and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted, and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of her hubris.
Is she just repeating stuff that's in the codex? Okay, know any stories from Arlay?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Never heard of it. Go ahead.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue, please.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people
No, it's not
in the
her.
Grand Tourney.
It can't be her.
Now, in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the Grand Tourney. But Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Kind of like a Joan of Arc of Dragon Age. Go on.
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually,
really
she came
Joan of
face
Arc.
to face with the knight Kaleva in the Grand Melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and
fighter.
tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet
snap.
as he did so. Silence fell upon the
snap.
arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A
Bastard.
woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline.
Good for them.
Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being
Damn
shamed.
right.
Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Oh, that ended in a way I did not expect. I thought that was going to... Ooh, I don't feel good anymore. I wanted her to be triumphant. That guy should have been shamed for saying the whole competition was invalid because he lost a woman. That's pretty sad. Oh god, and the crowd was cheering for her. God, what was this guy's name? I'm gonna find this man. Cavalier. Son of a bitch. He's probably dead already. I was hoping... Oh, yeah, okay, so that's actually... I was hoping for a happy ending. That's terrible. Perhaps we could continue this at a later date. Yeah.
The son of the
was
king,
pretty shocked
Prince
there.
Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's
Okay,
skill
wait.
and bravery, and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land.
Oh, I like this.
When he was made king, he rewrote the laws
Yes.
of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline
That's
the
pretty cool.
Brave, for she is the patron of all women
That's
chevalier.
pretty good. Okay, cool. Tell me what the... What? Did I already ask about this? Yeah. Do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Oh, okay. What does she know about the... No, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna be straightforward. Maybe, like, we're gonna find out she's not actually Flemeth or something. Flemeth. Morgan's mother was called Flemeth. I met a Flemeth in the Cursori Wilds. No, I don't believe I've heard of a... Oh, I can lie. Just... No, Flemeth. Morgan's mother? She was called Flemeth. Play stupid.
Are you sure?
Here we go.
Was she the Flemeth of legend?
There it is.
Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
Alright, what does it matter? She didn't really introduce herself as such. She looked like your average old lady. She did seem kind of crazy too. They probably just had the same name. What does it matter? She didn't really introduce herself as such.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
She did spirit us away from a tower after we got knocked out, knocked out after the war. She didn't explain how she did that. Tell me the whole story. Tell me Flemeth was once beautiful? I don't have time. No. Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife.
This is the history of Flemeth that I read.
Soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
I like her telling of this story more than my reading of the story. I think it's a lot. Maybe it's her voice. There's something very unique and attractive about this voice. What happened then? Oh, the plot thickens. Well, I know how this ends. She leaves off with Osen, and then blah 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 blah. Into the wilds. No, I'm just gonna get her to tell me the story. What happened then?
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time.
Oh yeah.
Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle,
straight up from the
there
codex.
to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry.
Yeah.
The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chasing men,
straight up.
and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
I've been saying Corsari wilds. It's Korkari wilds? That doesn't roll out the tongue. I might keep saying Corsari. Sorry, people. Five different, just come from a different part of the land. I say Corsari. Okay, so I've already asked about all of these. So there was another story I wanted to hear. Let's move on. Let us move on. So I mean, if the characters will just retell stories that are in the codex, then why would I read the codex? I would rather get it that way. That was way more entertaining for me, even. I'm sure it'd be more entertaining for Let's Play. Gather your party, yes. Oh crap, I have to.
Indeed.
Same people, please. You know what I mean? Like, why would I? Oh man, I should probably thought of where I was gonna go first. Yeah, why would I take the time reading? Is what I'm saying. I should go to Redcliffe because of our Lehman. But I don't remember it being called Redcliffe Village, though. I thought it was like Redcliffe. Well, I'm sure that is Redcliffe. Let's just do it. Encounter? My dog's padding around on wooden floor. Great. Right on a movie. I love it.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Oh, I love that backdrop. What's on your mind? I'm not going to like this, am I? Let me guess. You're an idiot. Can it wait? Some of these options, man. I can only imagine playing a character that actually was this much of an asshole. I mean, where would you get in this game? What's on your mind, Alistair?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
My family tree is incorrect now. What? What? You don't think you might have... Ugh. You don't think you might have told me this before? So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. Oh, crap. Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne? Yeah, I think it does. Ugh, why did you wait to tell me this? Ugh. Damn it, Alistair, we were doing good. You don't think you might have told me this before? Nah, I think I'm a little angry, so Xander would definitely go with this.
How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant and she produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret.
Interesting.
I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is so awkward now. I think I understand. I can't believe you were so stupid. You still should have told me. Does Loghain know? Ooh, that could make things go weird. Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Alright, well, that sets up this next map. Okay, so are you sure? Are you hiding anything else? You're the heir to the throne, then. Why tell me, then? Why do I need to know? Well, because we're in a team together and we should trust each other. We can use this to our advantage, actually. I don't want to be manipulative here. Like, I think this is going to bring trouble to the entire group. I mean, I like the idea that why they kept it hidden. Are you hiding anything else? So you're the heir to the throne, then?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though,
What a mess.
if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you? As you command, my prince. Sarcasm. I don't think Xander's a very sarcastic guy, but unless he gets provoked, like a Morgan can make him be sarcastic. That's not real because she's sarcastic, or she's however she reacts. I think I want Xander to kind of be a little more sarcastic with her. That's not really what you think, is it? What did he say again? Just pretend. That he's not important and that he's stupid, I think is what he's saying, so. I think he'd be a little bit more compassionate and ask this, but aren't you, as you command, my prince? That's not really what you think, is it?
No, I suppose not. I don't feel very lucky at all, to be honest.
I wouldn't want to be Alistair right now. A little messy. I love how he started. I don't know if that was unintentional, that he's pointing this way because he walked away. Okay, so I guess let's go and see where this leads. whose house is this? Why are we... Oh, I guess we came from up there. Can I go... What is this place? Can I knock on the door? No. I do want to take this death route. I do take it. Okay. I don't know why. For money, maybe? I really don't know yet. Okay, so let's see, Thomas.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Help us? Why? I'm on important business. I need to see our Lehman. What do you mean? Is there a problem? Get out of my way. I have no time for this. What do you mean? I'm on important business. No, what do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Uh-oh. What are you talking about? Heard what? I've heard Arleman is sick, if that's what you mean. There's a civil war going on, if you haven't noticed. I've heard Arleman is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
This sounds
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly
Is this
know.
the blight?
I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Teagan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Teagan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Oh, I totally thought that was going to be a sniper move. Like, he was going to get sniped or something. Okay, so... What's going on now? We're moving? Yeah. Oh, look how awesome that looks. But to mess things up. I love how they got the dog in there. I didn't think they were going to pull that off. Because it's an add-on, you know? This is the guy who spoke up.
Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Teagan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair?
No.
It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Is it?
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Well, like,
Indeed.
where this is going.
Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
I like it. So this is the guy who spoke up at that council. Not council. When Teyrn Loghain was saying he's basically going to be regent to the queen. And this guy's like, nah, hold up. So I like it. So you don't believe Loghain's lies? No, not all of us died. Your nephew? No, not all of us died. So you don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
So I've heard.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my
What
shouts.
the hell is going on in
The
there?
attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Okay, whew. What's going on in there right now? Castle Ravenloft or what? No, I don't think many people are going to get that reference. Good luck. I can help you drive them back. What evil things are you talking about? Why are you telling me this? What happened then? I don't care about that third one. I can help you drive them back. I'm just gonna straightforward.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This
Nope.
means
We're doing
more
this.
to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense
Gonna
outside.
be a good fight.
Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Oh my god, this is gonna be something crazy, isn't it? I'm on my way. I want to discuss this situation with you. Tell me more about yourself. Does he care about that right now? I mean, I was told to like ask about lower things in this game, but that's like the gamer versus the RPer, right? So I'm a little bit shit. I want to discuss the situation with you. Let me just get a little bit more. Let me get a little bit more. You have some of Arleman's knights here. See, because that'd be good. A good alliance made here. It's a long tail goal here. Good alliance made here means we have more people for that final fight. So, why are you in the chantry? Why are you in the chantry with the villagers? What exactly are these things that attack the village? So, what happens after the battle is over? Okay, let's go. Let's start with the top one.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this,
yes? Yes, the quest for the ashes. Yep.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Alright, looking for Perth. Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Crazy. Won't that look cowardly? Do you need more men in here with you? Do you need more men? Should things go amiss?
Should the monsters find their way in? I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
I agree with that. So what happens after the battle is over? What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead? Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Xander's all over this. That's the original concept. Take abominations out, so he's all over this. So what happens after the battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. Yeah. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Don't let it be Eamon. Don't let something have happened to Eamon and he's causing this. There had better be... Don't hyper... I almost clicked that. I do not want a reward. I'm good. Xander's good. I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
I almost fast clicked again. Oh man, there's probably a bunch of people to talk to, but what happened here? Morgan disapproves, huh? Wow, I don't know why some of these things happen, man. But that's it for now. Before this it's gonna get well out of hand right quick. So for now, don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, folks. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, everybody. We got a bond going here based on freedom, the love of freedom, and wanting people to be free. Holy crap, she's got to tone down on these healing potions. She's really... Can I take these?